Best-selling fiction in the bookstore just might be the Louisiana map. It's tough for map makers to keep up with the coastal land loss.
Yeah, tonight in a special report, John Snell explains those maps also contain some strange signs of a coast in crisis.
The Louisiana map unlocks all sorts of secrets of the past and the conversion of land to water, like the story of these two long lakes southwest of the town of Jean Lafitte.
From the air at the southernmost part of Lafitte, you can see, we'll call it Lake Rigolets, a large body of water stretching about 5 miles long and nearly a mile across. Except it's not a lake at all. Bayou Rigolets and Bayou Pirots swelled over the years, and the shoreline, cut off from the river, dissolved. Today, they are bayous in name only.
The southern part of Lafitte lies sandwiched between these two bayous and another strange body of water to the east. They call it the Pen.
100 years ago, you could walk across it. Like many other strange features on the Louisiana map, the Pen was once a farm before the levees failed. With very little land between this spot and Barataria Bay, the Gulf of Mexico knocks on Lafitte's doorstep during a hurricane or just a strong south wind.
Check out these bizarre features in Lafourche Parish outside Golden Meadow. These almost symmetrical ponds in a marshy area.
This was actually a formed area.
Wendell Curall, the general manager of the South Lafourche Levee District, explains the straight lines were spoil banks where owners built small levees.
So what happened to it? Well, it started flooding and got overtopped.
Eventually, they gave up as the sea claimed the land.
A similar story south of Lake Salvador. Delta Farms was once a working sugarcane farm. And we're not talking ancient history here.
Where you were growing 3-year stubble sugarcane back in 1968, today you catch redfish and bass in this.
What you would not have found centuries ago is straight lines.
At Tulane University, historical geographer Richard Campanella sees signs of Louisiana's coastal land loss on the current map.
Perfectly straight lines and 90-degree angles are amazingly rare in nature.
Nature makes for a less precise craftsman, like the meanderings of the Mississippi River over the centuries. In a 1944 report for the Army Corps of Engineers, Harold Fisk created striking maps of the river's various routes.
Nature moves in complex curves and fluid and dynamic patterns, and nothing spells this out more than deltas, which are all about an interplay of freshwater and sediment splaying out, salt water moving up and down. Next time you fly out of the airport and overlook the Louisiana coastal plain, and you see straight lines and 90-degree angles, those are the fingerprints of 300 years of humanity here.
Of course, land and sea have waged a centuries-long fight in Louisiana as the river belches mud and sand and the sea chews at the coast. It's supposed to happen in slow motion.
The lesson to anybody is that this is a fast-changing situation, unbelievably fast. We're seeing things happen that most people don't see in generations. We're seeing it happen in a couple of generations.
These features represent the front lines in the battle for Louisiana's coast. They just aren't supposed to be straight lines. John Snell, Fox 8 News.